first guest tonight. I'm sure you all know this gentleman. He is an actor, he's a comedian, and a director who just finished performing in a play called Charlotte. The New York Times critic wrote that his acting was impeccable. That's what it said. Here is the impeccable acting of Charles Nelson Reilly.
Hello.
I was correct. I was quoting the New York Times.
Yeah,
now, that's,
I was in a lot of flop plays.
Well, I was going to say, if your acting was impeccable, Charlotte did not last. How long did Charlotte play?
What time is it now? No, 4 days, 4 nights.
Oh.
But that's okay.
No, it's not okay. How much time do you put into that now?
Oh, you see the thing about it is you rehearse the same amount for a flop as you do a hit. And the people that make the costumes, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
The people that make the costumes, they make the costumes and the sets, you know, the same thing if it's a hit or a miss.
Sure,
you know,
I
it's the
understand
same
that.
amount of work and you rehearse 7 weeks.
Yes,
see, my
but the-
glasses are fogging over.
the
You know,
reward-
it's the medication
yes.
and everything
But
else.
the-
It's only a few hours left.
But the reward...
Did he lift his hand up in front of me?
Yes. The rewards I'm talking about, the rewards are much better if the play runs. Obviously, the backers don't make any money. The investors don't make any money.
Loss. And they would call me up just before we opened on Broadway. I was the leading man, which I'll discuss later.
In Charlotte?
Yeah, before we go on the first commercial, try it up, bring it up to a laugh.
Of course.
The,
Try to peak, you know, when you at the right time.
that queen termite is under my washing machine.
Really?
There's nothing under the whole thing there. No, I see, I'm going again. See how it happens? What was I saying? I was telling
You were the
about...
leading man in the play, but you want to tell me something else before that.
See how...
But, right?
See, it's gone. See what happens when they fog over the glasses? If you bring
Yeah.
your cameras in, you'll see they're
see it,
fogged
yeah.
over.
They are.
We have a lot of what they call early morning fog, but usually burning.
I'll
up
get
by
it.
2
It
in the
always comes
afternoon.
back.
Right.
A leading man on Broadway, it's gone now. See, it's over.
They called you. What?
The night before you opened.
What?
They called you. The night before you opened on Broadway.
And said what?
Did you like...
Who called me?
Somebody...
I can get a call.
Let me check that trivia
You
book.
see how I go?
Maybe it's in here.
It's got
Somebody
called.
called
They
you.
called me.
When you say they, it may, they, what is that? That's a collective noun, they.
Oh, they called me. I got it. See how it comes back? The doctor said when it would come.
All right.
Just when you think it's bad, it comes back.
They called you.
They called me. Exactly what I said. They called me, and they said, how do you want your dressing room? You want the blue wicker, the white wicker, or the gray wicker? I had a 2-room suite. I said, the play. We got to fix the play before we get... You know, that's what they do. They get... You have a dressing room, that's gorgeous. You have a ballet. Now, I mean, these pants are $6.
Right.
A ballet puts them on, you get nervous. So the thing is, the play's the thing, as Shakespeare said.
He did say that.
He said it. It's probably in there, too.
I know.
And
Speak the speech, I pray thee. Trippingly on the tongue.
Yes, very good.
Thank you.
You know, I'm glad you're here for
Do
3
not
more
mouth
years.
the words.
Yes, it's
or
a good
foul
stuff.
the air.
I've heard that guilty creature sitting at a play by the very cunning of the scene been struck so all that stuff
You know
works.
all that stuff, don't
Oh,
you?
I'd have to teach you. You got to know all that jazz. But anyway, see,
Wicker furniture.
Gray wicker.
Furniture.
Wicker.
I ordered a gray wicker. I
Gray
told
wicker.
you that.
Oh, you didn't?
You know, I have a feeling tomorrow, Charles.
I'll be better. I'm going to be all right.
Tomorrow they're going to move you out in the sun for a while.
No, not that. They didn't say until Saturday.
I'm
I
sorry.
can't go until Saturday.
Okay, the furniture in the dressing room.
Oh, what they do, they make a big thing about the dressing room. You see, and the play.
Is the thing.
And I was the leading man. Now, this is lovely, because there's a few directors in the theater and in movies. The producer's looking at the clock. Directors in the movies and the television who know me as a serious actor, which is hard to believe.
No, I understand it.
It's hard to believe. But I was the leading man in this play, and I was the leading man. I was the master of horses in the palace in the 18th century, and I had spurs and boots. Now, I never play these parts. I very seldom wear shoes in the parts that I play. Now, have you ever played a part with spurs?
Once in a motel in Bakersfield. But it was,
Well, anyway, if you ever do, because you're a wonderful actor.
Thank you.
If you ever do, you see, you sit like this on the stage. It was a hunting lodge, you see, and I was the leading man.
you have your spurs on.
I had 7 children and everything. I was stud takes on a new meaning. So
Father
Now,
of
also, I
7?
didn't wear my glasses, which counts for the fact that there was no fogging over during the whole performance.
You go to contacts, then?
No, I don't. I can't find my teeth. I'm going to look for contacts. I mean, you glue the hair on, you put the teeth in, and now you're going to look for your eye? It's too short, like.
That's right. That's
So
right.
anyway, you're sitting there with the Spurs acting. I wish you and Emily great happiness. I love you. I move right on. And he was wonderful in Kansas City. You're sitting there with the Spurs. Get your darker wicker. You'll find it lasts better. You're sitting with the Spurs, and then it comes time to get up.
And your legs are cramped, I'll bet.
No, not cramp, because I was the leading man. You can't get a cramp if you're the leading man.
That's right. Only supporting actors get cramped.
But the Spurs lock together. You see? While you're busy acting and playing. Suddenly they're together. Now, I'm trying to be the leading man as best I can. And then it comes time for me to cross from the sofa to the window to feed the birds. Right?
Well, that's more like
To show the fact that although you're compelled to horses,
right.
you still can see a sweet bird.
There's a tenderness there. Yes. Right. Along
You
with...
saw my performance.
Well,
So anyway, then I got up, and then when you get up, you realize that you're the leading man, and you ain't gonna get to the window to feed the bird. And if people came late to the play, it would look like Esther Williams about to go into the water. Then the director said, hang your... See, this happened. Hang your hat on a lower antler. Now, he's sweating, too. But see, it's not only me.
Hang your hat on a lower antler?
Yes, you see, this was a hunting lodge, as I said. And there were antlers. And I couldn't see because I didn't have my glasses on, and I used to hang my hat on a lower antler, one I could see, because the leading man should see whenever possible. So I thought, he said, hang it on the lower antler so they see the barometer, which was an important part in the plot.
Right.
So I hung it on the lower antler, making sure I saw it.
This being in the antler.
Good. That's all imagery, which we do in art.
Certainly.
And as I go to find the lower antler, the upper antler catches the toupee. You see? But nobody knows it, because when a leading man is in trouble, a true leading man, nothing shows.
That's right.
You might sweat a little, your feet might be together. And I was right hanging on that antler with my feet clamped, wondering why this play is only going to last 4 nights. And I realized then that Rex Harrison is probably safe. Burt Reynolds is safe.
Not your métier, huh?
No, are we going to go in a commercial now? Because
Yeah, I
you're
think
getting
so.
up.
I think so.
I just want to say I'm so glad that you're back for 3 more years, because I love you.
Well,
No, but really. And I'll tell you why later.
Well, we've got enough stories for 3 years. We'll be right back.
No, I'll just tell you a quick story.
That's a great... Okay, we're talking with Charles Nostradamus. There's Tom Brokaw with us tonight. That is one of the funniest pictures, mental pictures I've seen. The leading man with his spurs entangled, hanging yourself on the
But in a
antler.
theater, you get away with that. But
Well,
on
how do you mean?
television, you can, or the screen, because the camera's right there.
Oh, that's right.
But on the stage,
Your distress
you can
is
wear a
not
dirty
noticed.
shirt, and for the 3rd row, it looks immaculate, Martinizing. You know what I mean?
Were there
Theater.
any other terrible things that happened during this run? That's just about enough.
No, that's not so bad. I had the funny thing, do I have time for a story, quickie?
Yeah.
You're very sweet. My friend takes care of my house when I go away. See, that's the other thing. It's very hard to be in New York, like Victor coming out. You're in New York, and then you're in California, and you don't know where your spoons are. You don't know where the scissors are.
You hire a professional house sitter?
Well, no, I have a business partner. I have 2 business partners. We had 3 businesses. They all went under.
Oh.
They didn't go under. They're still there, but we never went to the office.
Oh, I see.
You know what? We had 3 offices, beautiful. We had the plants decorated, everything was gorgeous, but we didn't want to go to the office. We made a lot of money. We had things brought to Broadway, London, PBS, but we never went to the office. We'd go, let's go to lunch at 11 to 4, and it was terrific. Who wants to sit in an office? So we would have a recorder saying all lines to the commercial clinic are now unavailable. You know, we were all eating. But anyway, my friend, this is all...
The result of the...
No, my friend is one of these. He's terrific. He lives in Napa. And he has a ranch. He takes care of my house. And he will say to me, after he sees me for 3 days, Did I tell you the car is totaled? I didn't tell you, did I? I said, no. He's one of those that you don't hear right away. Then if you're in the den or something, you move and you get a message from 4 weeks ago. But he should have told me one thing. So to make a long story short, I had 2 house guests when I just came back from New York, an opera singer and her husband, my friends. And they came out for 2 weeks, and then they left. The morning they left, this is true. I come back in the house, and I'm in the hall, and I look in the hall, and there's an alligator in the hall. Now,
Sounds like a James Thurber thing, an alligator in the hall.
No, it's an alligator. You know, Ron Eli could be in the other room any minute, but I mean, there was an alligator in the hall.
What size alligator?
2.5 feet. And about 6 inches high. Now, if you look at it, you say, in a play, oh, there's an alligator in the hall. But in real life, you just go, there's an alligator in the hall. Now, although I'm a leading man and play these parts, in the house, I'm not that leading man.
Oh, I see.
I'm rather like a screaming ninny, and there's an alligator in the hall. Now, there are 4 rooms off the hall. I'll be all right.
Yes, that's all right.
There are 4 rooms off the hall. And I figure I gotta watch this alligator to see which room it's gonna go into, because I don't care about the alligator, what's it gonna do to me, but I wanna know where the thing is.
I don't mean to interrupt the story.
You go ahead, because this is a true story. I have pictures to verify.
Didn't it occur to you when you saw it where it came
No.
from? You just assumed
No.
that there was an alligator there and then dealt with it?
Yes, Your Honor. There was no way that I knew where this came from. It came from the bathroom. It walked out, walking on the shellac floor going, where's a rock, where's a lily pad? I don't know if I'm not this nuts about Beverly Hills. So it's walking out, and I just had to know where it went. So I had to watch it. And I didn't want, so at first I thought I'd talk to it. The head was very big. The eyes looked nice, very pretty yellow and green. I said, you want to go out? You know, I figured, what the hell?
It's always a good opening question
No,
for an
you want to
alligator.
go?
Right.
And it walked a little. It didn't, and it couldn't walk so good because it hadn't eaten, I found out, for 2 weeks. It was hiding in the den for 2 weeks. See, this guy didn't tell me. The friend that takes care of my house that never tells me. His friend came from Napa with a big cardboard box.
The alligator.
When I was in New York with my hair caught on the antler and my
Right.
feet stuck together, and said to my friend, you want to see my prize in the big cardboard box? And then when they went to the cardboard box, it wasn't there. See? That's the source of the alligator.
I see.
So for 4 hours, I tried to get this alligator. The guy that delivers the bottled water came to the door and says, what are you doing? I couldn't take my eyes off it because I just wanted to know where it was going to go. I said, I'm with my alligator. I mean, what does anybody do in the afternoon here? So he came and I said, yes, I've had it for years. It's just adorable, isn't it? But the thing about it is you really get into hunting when you have this alligator. I mean, you suddenly, 4 hours, and then I lost the light. It got dark. It was about 6 o'clock. Like in the jungle. You know, what do you do when you lose the light? A hunter. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what
So I finally took a laundry basket. I have a dog, Mona. Now, my dogs are imbeciles.
What else?
My dog is an imbecile, and it'll be out in the thing looking for a lizard. And then 3 feet away on the wall, the lizard is going. This dog shouldn't be outdoors.
Right.
So I finally get the door open, and I say, Mona, scare it toward the door. Get it.
This alligator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mona walks by the thing 3 times, doesn't even see it. Hunting is not her middle name. Spurs is not mine. You know what I'm saying? But I finally got a laundry basket and got it out. The next night, I'm getting into bed to watch TV. I see something in this corner of my eye. It's a very big spider on the wall. A big one.
You're talking...
I'm talking spider, a billiard cube size with legs, with a lot of hair, weaving something you could hang clothes on with a clothespin. I'm talking about...
You're talking...
I got bad eyes.
About your
I'm
basic
talking-
big spider.
So I thought, well, it's back to the hunt again, get my laundry basket.
Was this another pet of your friend?
Yes, it was in the box. And I said, didn't forget to tell me about the spider? He thought the alligator had ate the spider. I said, no. But the chopper to this, before I go off, is I have come home to find a word I can't say because I was born in the Bronx, roaches. I have a lot of roaches. Bronx is one. I have roaches now in my house. So I bought, now that I'm in hunting with the spiders and the alligators.
You're, hardened now.
I'm ready for anything. I get what they advertise on TV. My pupil does the advertising because I'm partial to that.
Yes.
A lovely girl. The Roach Motel.
Or where they go in and never
Now, what
check
does
out?
it say? Now, wait. They check, what is
Check
it?
in, but never
check out. Right. Now, I thought this is good because I had them all over. I mean, I make a salad and 3 would come and go, ooh, don't put the anchovies in. I said, I don't need this because it's Beverly Hills. They're all... I've been away a few months. So I get these adorable, they check in but don't check out ant motels. I put them all around the house. Then, of course, I have to have a notebook and go around and check, see what I get each day. You know, how did the one do next to the sugar?
Right.
Is the one in the dish closet doing good? Now, there's no odor, there's no insecticide, there's just a lot of glue. So these poor things go in...
And are...
Stuck City. They are stuck. They are stuck. And I talk to them every day. They're still alive, and they're going... Oh, yeah, they're going, this is not a disco.
I didn't know that about the Willis Motel. We'll be right back with Pete Barbuti.